Good morning, everybody. It's Lynn, the Leather Bag Lady. How are you all today? It is a beautiful day. That is sunshine coming through that window, but it is cool. There was frost everywhere on the cars this morning. Leather Bag Lady weather report. And I'm just looking at this camera. It's counting me down again. Like, what is going on? Is it deciding that it doesn't want to hear from me today or something? And I've only got limited time? I don't understand. I have to get more educated because even my computer, I tried to send my expense receipts to my employer for my new client, and my new computer, I've never had a new computer before, and it's wonderful, but it's like, I don't know how to set it up or whatever. So I ended up managing to find out how to get the template for the expense form, but I couldn't figure out how to email it to him. So I just screenshotted everything and sent it to him. He is well versed in the lack of tech knowledge of his employee. He's wonderful. Matt Jackson Services. He is very wonderful. He's very patient with me. Anyway, let's get to today's bag. So 1970 seems to be my jam right now. Yesterday's little was a 70s bag, and this is another 70s bag, or at least I am calling it a 70s bag. It just screams 70s to me. So this bag was in kind of rough shape when I first got it. So there are still some small area. It's difficult for me to show you because it's so sunny outside, but there are a couple of little areas where there is a little tiny bit, like you can't even see it. They're tiny, but when so my biggest fear, yesterday I sold a gentleman's, not necessarily a gentleman's, but it was a very masculine business folder. And when I found the folder and I took it out, it was like a legal size. There was a big scratch on the front, and I was like, oh no, did I do that? Did that happen since I listed it? So the first thing I did was I went into my Etsy and checked out the listing, and sure enough, there is a picture of the scratch. I didn't mention the scratch in my description, which is unusual for me, but there was a picture of it, and I was like, thank goodness, because I try to make the bags perfect, and I'm not sure that's necessarily a good thing, and that's why I'm not gonna dive deep on this guy. So if you look at the edges of the straps, there is a tiny little bit of color loss. I am not mad at that because I am just so grateful that it doesn't have the glazing. What the strap edge does have is the burnishing. What does that mean? I don't know. The action of burnishing the edges. So I am not going to add what would essentially almost look like glazing by trying. I've got a color that matches this because I have refurbished the rest of the bag. But to me, if the bag looks perfect, maybe it doesn't look vintage. And this is, I mean, look at the edges. Instead of just, making a plain end, they've done this little accent. I mean, it's not a pocket, it's nothing. They've just folded it over and riveted it. It's on both ends. It just adds a little something. It's got a nice gusset. Both straps have that little bit of edge color missing. It is a zipper. It's unbranded. Again, another telltale that it is, maybe it's a 60s, 70s bag. Zipper compartment. It is a wipeable fabric interior. Just a nice, classy sleeper. It's a sleeper vintage bag. I can see this over your shoulder with a nice cream cable knit sweater or something of that nature. Bit of a daily driver, I would say. So that is today's bag. So I didn't go to sleep. Well, I went to bed earlier than I thought I was going to go to bed. I take a little something to help me sleep. And last night I doubled down on that little something something because I am sick and tired of waking up at 3 a.m., 4 a.m. I don't even know what day it is. I don't even know what time of day it is. I was late for a meeting with my mom and dad yesterday because I didn't realize how late it was. And it's just like, you know what? Everything is all upside down right now. And again, I'm molting and I just need to get some kind of consistency back in my routine. And that is my goal for the rest of February. I'm not adding any more stuff. I'll have my 2 shop at the sheds Thursday, Friday, my daily Instagram reel, my daily Etsy posting, my daily Monday to Friday YouTube video. And I'm just going to sit with that for a bit because February is a weird month. As a business owner, I find February to be the month if I was going to take off and do a shopping trip, or if I was going to take off and do anything, it would be in February. And I think everybody else feels the same way. So many of my Facebook friends are away right now. But February is the month that you just got your credit card bill. You've just realized how much money you spent at Christmas. Normally, not like Cape Breton Island in the East Coast where they got like 900 feet of snow this past weekend. But normally the weather is a lot worse and you are just kind of trying to get through the days until the weather gets a little better. Now that sun is beautiful. I may even get I was listening to the radio this morning and the DJ on the radio said that he was sitting on his deck yesterday. And I thought, because usually by the end of March, I'm able to sit on my deck because it's a sun trap. And if I put my chair right in the exact same, in the best spot, it can get quite warm. Now, my chair is now my bed. So I'm going to have to come up with another gravity chair or something so that I can sit in the sun because I usually start doing that in March. Now, last year, I didn't do a lot of that last summer. The trailer is not in a sunny spot, which grateful for the most part, but I do like the sun. I know I shouldn't. I know it's bad for my skin, and I know. But it just makes you feel so much better. It really, really does. I'm out with my clients today. I've got to head out in probably an hour and a half or so. We're going to see Freud's last interview or something like that. It'd be very interesting to see what that looks like. And then we're going for dinner. And then I will be just maybe starting to get a little bit organized for my shop at the sheds on Thursday and Friday. I have another visit with my new client tomorrow. So I am busy. And like I said, I need to get my routines back. So much so that yesterday, it was nighttime when I spoke to you. So there was no point in giving you a leather bag lady weather report. But I didn't pick my chore. I did. I just didn't do it with you. So I got behind on Friday and I got behind yesterday. So I did both of those chores this morning, which is kind of why I make them as tiny as I do. But let's pick a chore for today. So this will be my third chore today. But when you get behind, you get behind. Here we go. So my chore the other day was to clean 2 shelves in my fridge. Cleaning the whole fridge would overwhelm me. So the 2 top shelves, I took everything off, wiped it down, wiped the shelf down, wiped the sides down, put everything back. Done. That's how I have to live my life. I cannot do big things at once. Oh, this is a bit of a biggie. I have an air conditioner in the kitchen. It's in the other shed right now, obviously, because it's winter. But that air conditioner is old. It probably needs to be changed. It is kind of grimy and it leaves a lot of damage on my window ledge. So my air conditioning window ledge is today's chore. It's not a really good one because the getting to the window ledge is really difficult because the sink and my countertop is in the way. So, and I haven't heard from Wendy at the post office today. So fingers crossed the package I tried to send yesterday and the postal code got put in incorrectly. Not the postal worker's fault. My V looked like a J. So it was just an accident. Sorry, Wendy. But I'm kind of scared to go and see how it did because Wendy was not happy with me the other day because there was a mix-up in another address. So not doing anything differently than I've ever done it. But 2 times in a row, I've kind of gotten caught out with maybe not paying as much attention as I should do. So anyway, everybody, I've got my shitty chore on the table here. I won't be back till later on this evening, so I really need to get it done now. Don't want to, but oh well. Anyway, everybody, have a great rest of the day. And I don't think there was anything else I want to talk to you about. No, have a good one. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye, everybody.